How many people that you know hate their jobs, go through the same boring routine every day, and waste their remaining free time chasing women, scrolling Instagram, or getting drunk? These people may have had ambitions at one point, but something happened to change their life for the worse. Are you scared of falling or becoming something similar? Do you want to succeed but you don't know how? It's okay. You're not alone. Let's go. One thing you can start doing is becoming obsessed, finding something you want to achieve and going crazy. Because being passionate is not enough. Because there can be some days where you're feeling off, so you skip a day, or two, or three, or four. And other days you just do half-ass work because sometimes passions change. It needs to get to the point where it's not even a question whether or not you're going to go to the gym or work on this project. Now granted, there are breaks, and they are a natural and healthy occurrence. But there's a big difference between taking a break and then forgetting for a couple days. This will require sacrifice. There'll be many instances where you'd much rather be doing something else, but your goals take priority, so you have to do them, whether you like it or not. Perfect example is sometimes I'll be staying up late at night writing scripts. I'd much rather be sleeping, but if I'm filming the next day, bright and early, I have no choice but to finish the script. So yeah, video games and sleeping and hanging out with friends would be nice, but my priorities are straight, so I do what I need to do. On that topic, the next priority is your health and well-being, because a healthy body can help you work at maximum efficiency and work day after day without having any major issues. Also, what's the point of doing all of that work if you won't have the years and health to enjoy it eventually? Now, in the previous point, I did mention that sometimes I sacrifice sleep, but that's only in rare occasions. I'd much rather work through lunch or until I go to bed, because studies have shown that waking up and going to bed at consistent times makes it better and healthier for you, but also better quality sleep for you. Besides that, eating a well-balanced diet and doing some form of exercise consistently works wonders too. Stress management is another big one. More people are starting to see the benefits of stress relief, myself included. I meditate or do breathing exercises when things get tough, because a difficult situation only becomes harder when you become stressed. It's much more ideal to tackle a problem with a calm heart and a clear mind. Become competitive. Everybody likes to win. It's a euphoric feeling that you can recall fondly on multiple occasions. And also, when you go out with the goal of winning, it does a couple things for you. First, you bring your A game. You don't underestimate your opponents, and you start doing the best work you can from the start. Next, it saves you time, because you don't want to drag out the process. Lastly, it will make you hate losing. On multiple occasions, Michael Jordan said that while he did enjoy winning, he absolutely detested losing. So, unfortunately, we live in an age of participation, where you win by just showing up. This breeds a very bad and dangerous mindset where people automatically assume they deserve something just because. In the real world, things are earned. This will be one of the harder ones, but finding the right mentor will set you up for life. The process is different for everyone. You need to find someone that has found success and is willing to share their valuable time with you. You may only get to talk to them once in a while because they are so busy, but when you do, you are left with tons of knowledge and things to pursue. They usually are a fair amount older than you, but are constantly learning. I'm fortunate enough to have two. One I met during school, and the other one I met during a summer job. Now, these people are probably some of the most insanely smart, awesome people in the world that I've ever met. They have Forrest Gump-like stories. If you've never watched the movie, watch it. Imagine that story, but like times 10. They started from basically nothing and have found success 10, 20, 30 times over. They could have retired decades ago. But they're still learning, they're still active, they're still teaching people, they're still contributing to society. Why? Because they can, because they enjoy it, because it's the right thing to do. They're smart, they're hardworking, they have integrity. And the great thing about it is, like I said previously, I might not talk to them for a couple months because we're both busy. But when I reach out being like, hey, I have an issue, do you mind, setting some time aside to speak to me? Yeah, of course, Evan. How does this time work? And then we talk for like 2 to 3 hours. And it's fantastic because, we start on the topic that I asked about, but then it slowly trails off and we start talking about everything and this and that. And, it's more than a mentor, it's a friend. These people share their experiences and their success and failures with you. And you learn so much quicker and you find success so much quicker through these people. So if you can find a mentor, do it. It is one of the best decisions you can possibly make. Be adaptive and open to change, because those who do not bend are bound to break. Be willing to admit faults and that you're wrong, and be open to change because it will allow you to evolve over time. A perfect example is Kodak. They were the king of cameras, and at the time, physical film was the norm. However, when they themselves developed the digital camera, they knew it had the potential to completely change the market. Yet they did nothing. For years and years, they did nothing. Eventually, their empire came crumbling down and they filed for bankruptcy. So yeah, what you know might not be right or the best solution. Be willing to listen and take advice into consideration. Your stubbornness will make you a martyr that nobody will want to work with. And lastly, provide value, because when you do so, you become more valuable in other people's eyes. Whether it is through your work, social interactions, content, or more, people will be more inclined to use you again or recommend you to others. Even if you're not in a sales job, you are the product. You sell your expertise, knowledge, reliability, and strengths. If you continue to do this, then you will climb the ladder fast. You may eventually get to the point where you become a producer, someone who creates things that people will buy. They trust the product because they trust you or the company. So continue to work hard and provide value. By implementing these principles, you will put yourself in a very good position to achieve a majority of the goals you wish to achieve in 2025. Spend the rest of 2024 brainstorming and strategizing, and I look forward to hearing your goals and your strategies in the comments down below. And with that, I'm Evan, and thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, then click on the video here. Also, if you haven't, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos.